Ladies and gentlemen, this championship contest is for the IBO Super Middleweight Championship of the World. It's scheduled for 12 rounds. Our three judges at ringside. From South Africa, Mr. Stan Christodoulou. From Canada, Mr. Benoit Rousseau. And from England, Mr. Dave Paris. Our IBO fight supervisor from South Africa is Mr. Len Hunt. And the third man in the ring when that opening bell goes from Mdantsane in the Eastern Cape of South Africa, referee Andile Matika. Introducing the challenger to you, he boxes out of the red corner on my left. He weighed in at 76.18 kilograms. As a professional, 20 wins with just a single loss. 13 of those 20 wins coming within the distance. He's a former Olympian. Ladies and gentlemen, the current Argentinian national champion. Please welcome to Emperor's Palace, Ezequiel El Olímpico Maderna. Out of the blue corner on my right, he weighed in at 76.10 kilograms. As a professional, he is undefeated with 21 wins and 2 draws. He too has 13 wins by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, in the blue trunks with silver trim, a proud member of Harold Volbrecht Hammer Gym, the current WBA Pan-African Super Middleweight Champion, the current IBO Youth Light Heavyweight Champion, and the current IBO Youth and World Super Middleweight Champion, the Fighting Pride of Boksburg, Thomas Tommy Gun Oosthuizen.
Brian, we heard the trainer of Ezequiel Maderna, Alberto Zacarias, saying this fight won't go beyond 3 rounds. He says Ezequiel Maderna will knock out Tommy Oosthuizen in 3 rounds. Let's hear from the referee, Andile Matika. Final instructions from the referee.
Don't go. Boxers, you hear Zach told you in the dressing room, stick to the boxing rules, give him a good and a clean fight. Shake hands, good luck.
Well, this is it for the IBO Super Middleweight Championship of the World. Senator tweets Landili Lawana, Tommy Gunn will lose his belt tonight if he is going to trade with Maderna. I suggest he must stay outside and continue with his jab. Well, of course, that's a big statement to make. Lyndon Sauber, time for the big fights. Super Sport Boxing. Send us your tweets at SS Boxing.
Here we go. IBO Super Middleweight Championship of the World. Ezequiel Osvaldo Maderna, the challenger. Only 1 defeat in 21 fights against Tommy Oosthuizen. 7th defense.
And of course, Tommy Oosthuizen, 23 fights, 2 draws, 21 wins, undefeated.
Yes, Brian. Tommy Oosthuizen, 2 draws. The other one was in 2010, in November of 2010 against Isaac Chilemba.
Good overhand right over the top there from Maderna.
Not a bad boxer, Maderna, Brian. As you said, the fight that he lost was very, very controversial against Edwin Rodriguez.
Well, he's a former Olympian and 21 fights, 20 wins, the Argentinian champion. He definitely knows his way around the ring.
A smile there, slight smile there from him when Tommy missed with that wild left.
Well, Maderna says, bring it on. Tommy Oosthuizen, the tall southpaw. Fighting out of the Harold Volbrecht stable.
As you say, Brian, he's tall himself, and I think it's very, very strange for Tommy to be fighting a boxer as tall, almost as tall as himself. So Maderna is not a bad boxer. He's an Olympian. He said he won a gold medal in the Olympics.
He didn't win a gold medal, in fact. My apologies, but he's an Olympic medalist.
Yeah.
So he's been in the Olympics and he won a medal at the Olympic. It wasn't the gold, but he is the Argentinian champion as well. And he's been around. Only lost, as we said, to Edwin Rodriguez, who's a terrific fighter, 22-0. He'll be fighting under Ward soon to come. And that was in March this year when Maderna fought in Monte Carlo. Back to the action. Good jab from Maderna. Tommy says, bring it on. He's smiling.
Not a really bad boxer, Maderna. You can see why he stayed undefeated until in his last fight. But even then, there was a controversial win or controversial loss for Maderna. So Tommy will have his hands full tonight against Ezequiel Osvaldo Maderna.
Both fighters just sizing each other up. A close round. Nothing much happened in round 1 of this IBO Super Middleweight Championship.
Very, very tough round to score. Head of all backs, former South African welterweight champion, 19 title defenses. He's the trainer of Tommy Oosthuizen.
Je trek om die jab. As hy kom, dan sit die staan nie terug beweeg nie. Die jab lig, die jab. As hy kom, nie terug beweeg. Dan steek jy met die straight leg, okay? Vang jy met die straight leg. Gewoon nie nog nie. Ja, jy trek hom vir die straight leg.
Well, Ezequiel Maderna's corner, Alberto Zacharias is the trainer, George Maderna, the cutman, and Sebastian Contersi, the assistant.
Alberto Zacharias, Brian, as we said, he's very, very confident. He says his boxer is going to win this title and might even stop it within the first 3 rounds.
Well, there's a treat from Gregory Manel. Like to see a KO from Tommy. It's been a while. Not sure if it's going to happen tonight so easy against Maderna.
Yeah, he says it's been a while, and that was against Sergey Yannick in the March of 2012 when Tommy Oosthuizen stopped him in the 6th round. Wild miss there by Tommy Oosthuizen.
Well, Tommy's smiling a lot, but he needs to get the job going here.
And he needs to get going, at least land some punches to get the attention of Maderna.
And Maderna lands some good body punches.
Tommy's punches falling short, Brian.
And Tommy, of course, has been known to cut on that right eye of his. He's been to see a plastic surgeon, even he's had plastic surgery on the right eye. He's been holding out quite well in his last few fights, but he is prone to cuts.
Very few punches landing so far. In fact, with about 1 minute, 30 seconds left in round number 2, I haven't really seen a clean punch landing. Tommy on his bicycle. Very, very difficult round to score, Brian. I wonder what the judges will be looking for.
Not many punches landed. Oh, there we see Maderna lands a left hook.
Tommy just smiles and said, bring it on.
Tommy needs to close that gap, even though he's the taller of the fighters.
Yeah.
He needs to find his range, and the only way he's going to find his range is by closing the gap.
Yeah, you're right, Brian, because some of his punches really been falling short, like that one there. Didn't land. And Maderna says so. Says you punched, but it didn't land.
Oh, nice right hand from Tommy, and a little shake of the hand by Maderna. to say to the crowd, no, your man hasn't hurt me.
Tall boxer, this Maderna himself. End of round number 2. Very few punches landing, and that's why they're fighting for the IBO Super Middleweight Championship of the world. That's the belt that belongs to Tommy right now.
Tommy sets him up. There's that left hand.
Didn't land.
He says no. Waves at the crowd as if to say, no, your man hasn't hurt me.
Man in the ring there with Maderna is Alberto Zacharias. Very, very vocal, Brian. He was vocal during the press conference and shouting all sorts of things.
Yeah, he was very vocal. He was saying that Tommy won't go 3 rounds. But of course, that's also jamming it up for the publicity. He knows that they've got a tough fight tonight.
And what all Tommy could say was that, don't cry for me, Argentina.
Yeah, I like Tommy's statement, don't cry for me, Argentina. Never mind, it's not going to go 3 rounds.
Well, we're in round number 3.
We've got 2 Argentines here tonight. There'll be another one up next, fighting Ezequiel.
Big left hand there from Tommy. Caught Maderna coming in. And I think that was a first clean punch of the evening.
Tommy now looking for that big right hand. The right hand jab, looking for the big left hand. In fact, he's a southpaw.
Maderna is a very, very elusive boxer. You can see the punch coming, and you can see how he moves back.
Well, Tommy's smiling in his band, saying, well, you haven't landed a punch either.
Tommy's missing, Brian, just missing with his punches. I don't know whether is that on purpose or not. You can see his punches just going over.
He needs to throw the left hand lower. He sets his man up with the right jab. Then he needs to bomb that left hand down the middle and lower. He needs to throw it lower, Tommy, so it doesn't go over his head, over Maderna's head.
Now number 3. Oh, big right hand there from Maderna.
Oh, brilliant right hand from Maderna. Right through the middle.
Tommy really needs to lift his left because he's a southpaw. So that left hand of his, he needs to really pick it up and make sure that he doesn't get caught by that right hand from Maderna.
Yeah, Tommy got caught with the right hand. He needs to up his game here, but he needs to throw more punches. And the big thing he needs to do is he needs to land a big left hand. Left hand is his power. And he's not landing much now, right? Tommy Oosthuizen.
Yeah, but that's because Maderna is not allowing him, Brian.
Absolutely.
Maderna is a very, very elusive boxer. His defense is not bad at all.
Well, he's not 21 fights and 21 and 20 wins at least for nothing. But all the same, you know, he's not a world champion. Tommy's the world champion, so Tommy needs to shine. Tommy's defending that IBO super middleweight title. He must look like a champion.
He needs to dominate, Brian, and I don't think that he did shine in the last round. But again, we are not the judges, Brian. Ours is just to talk and not to score. Let's see what happened in the last round. A big right hand there from Maderna. It really landed flash on the jaw of Tommy, but then Tommy took it well.
Tommy took it well. He waits for it. Boom, you see Maderna following through with it. And Tommy did take it well.
He took it well. The 3 judges, just to remind you again, Octavia Rodriguez, Stan Christodoulou.
Put it together. You did.
No, the judges Stan Christodoulou from South Africa, Benno Russell from Canada, and Dave Paris from the UK. And your referee, Andile Matika. Round number 4.
Oosthuizen's been told by Volbrecht now in the corner. Start putting your combinations together.
I think he is trying, Brian, but Maderna is just not allowing him. Allowing him to land.
Now waiting now to throw the punch off the rope.
He's waiting for Maderna to come in. He's setting some traps, but Maderna is not falling for any. Good body punch there for Maderna. Tommy tries his right jab.
Good jab there. Tommy Oosthuizen.
Right.
Well, Tommy needs to dominate on the inside as well, Peter, because he's landing the jab nicely on the outside, but the body punches aren't happening, and he really needs to up his work rate. We're in round 4 of this World Championship fight. We know Maderna is a guy that's a slow starter as well. We saw that against Rodriguez. But there's a championship on the line here.
Oh, nice straight left there from Tommy.
Oh, better from Oosthuizen. Right left hand to the body.
He's coming forward now, Brian. He's forcing the action. And Maderna is forced to fight on the back foot. As you said, Brian, Tommy is the champion and he needs to fight like a champion.
He needs to dictate like a champion. He needs to put the pressure on, but slightly better there.
That's a much better round here for Tommy Oosthuizen. Oh, but now he gets tagged, Brian, by left-right combination from Maderna.
Well, Maderna is holding on now. Better from Tommy Oosthuizen. Nothing much in the fight as yet. Oosthuizen is definitely landing the cleaner punches.
Yeah, he's trying to force the action, Brian, but Maderna is having none of it.
Oh, there we see a big uppercut from Tommy with the left hand. It doesn't land.
Doesn't land. And who would you give that round to?
I would say Oosthuizen shaded the run, but there's no fireworks, you know. There's nothing exceptional happening in the fight.
Nothing exceptional happening in the fight, Brian. And this is why nothing much really happening. Tommy did land some good punches. And according to Brian Mitchell, Tommy should have shaded that round.
And there we see Alberto Zacharias is the trainer in Ezequiel Maderna's corner. George Maderna cutman, Sebastian Contersi assistant. Louisa says Tommy should stop showboating, box the guy, cruisely, whatever that means, our country's reputation. Seriously, Tommy is too relaxed. I agree.
Yeah, it's just still too early in the fight, Brian, to be showboating and then taking it easy. He should really be concentrating on landing his punches and getting the respect of Maderna.
I think I agree with the last tweet that Tommy is too relaxed. He's taking it too easy. Start banging, you know. The old Tommy Oosthuizen used to bang away. Obviously, the opposition is better. You know, that's how he got the nickname Tommy Gun, and we want to see that Tommy Gun. That's what the fans have paid to see.
You're right, Brian. Tommy's last TKO win in the 6th round was against the Sergey Yannick in March 2012 when he stopped him right here in this very same ring in the 6th round.
Good jab from Oosthuizen.
But he's coming forward now, Brian. He's coming forward, forcing the action.
That's better. That's exactly what we said. The Tommy gun. Yes, great stuff.
He has to come forward, Brian, and keep on punching.
Well, now there's a fight on our hands.
Ezequiel Osvaldo Maderna, 26 years of age, only one defeat. He wants to take Tommy's IBO super middleweight title.
Oh, that's better work from both fighters.
This is some action in this round. Tommy is forcing the action, Brian. He's coming forward all the time.
Better work from Tommy. Great body punch. Well, that's
body punches from Osvaldo.
That's what we want to see, you know. That's what the fans want to see. That's what the judges want to see, the promoters. They want to see a fight.
Good left-right combination from Maderna. Tommy comes back with his right jab.
Yeah, good round for Oosthuizen.
Yeah, he should shake this round, Brian. He's landed most of the big punches.
Left uppercut to the body. Much better round from Oosthuizen.
Tanto feliz, plántate ahí, cágalo a palo. No dispares tanto. Levanta la mano, haz el cinturón y trabajar. Acompañar los golpes y trabajar, pero trabajar,
Alberto Zacharias, Brian, is shouting at his boxer. It's a pity you cannot understand what they're saying, but he doesn't seem to be happy with his boxing, shouting at him and shouting some instructions.
So one thing about Alberto Zacharias shouting at his boxer, but he's not in the ring himself either.
Oh, big right, big left from Tommy. He's beginning to land now, Brian. He's beginning to land some good punches. And slowly but surely taking over this fight.
Yeah, he's starting to take over now, Tommy. That's the old Tommy from round 5 that we want to see and that we know that can fight. Oh, good right hand from Maderna. 3 good right hands.
3 good right hands, Brian, as you say, in succession.
It's not riding off yet.
And Tommy's cut. Tommy's cut on the bridge of his nose. One of those 3 big punches from Maderna cut the nose of Tommy Oosthuizen, the champion. There's another one, right?
Well, that should make Maderna get into this fight, without a doubt.
Yeah, he's landing, Brian, and Tommy doesn't look good now. And that was not a headbutt, as referee Andile Matika.
Well, the blood's running down from the bridge of Tommy's nose now, but he's still outboxing his man. Oh, good left uppercut from Tommy. And we've got a fight on our hands now.
We do have a fight in our hands, Brian. Tommy's nose has been cut, he's bleeding.
And it doesn't look like there was any headbutt that took place.
Oh, definitely
So
not.
that's a punch from Maderna.
Yeah, we saw them, Brian, three of the right hands in succession. And one of them did the damage. As Tommy now is bleeding from the bridge of his nose. Another right hand, big right hand there from Maderna. Tommy comes back with the left of his own. Another big right hand there from Maderna.
Well, it was a right hand from Maderna, was a left hand
Another
from Tommy. Big right hand from Maderna.
Maderna is a very, very dangerous boxer, Brian. Tommy must keep his guard up.
Stop.
Well, if he's going to warn Tommy for pushing,
Don't tap low. Don't press, Tommy.
don't pressure man down. Oh, we're round 6 of this IBO Super Middleweight World Championship. And Tommy's looked much better in round 5 and 6. Although he's got a bad cut on the bridge of his nose.
It's a very, very bad cut, Brian.
Yeah, that is a seriously bad cut.
But then we know that Harold Volbert is a very good cut man. So he should be able to do something about that cut.
Well, what will also happen, Peter, should the fight be stopped by the ring doctor,
Let's see how that.
just watch how let's see if we can see how the cut
Look at
comes
the right
through.
hands.
Boom,
Boom, that's
boom.
the first right
That's the
hand.
first right hand.
Boom, the second
Boom.
one.
Yeah, that's where the cut comes from.
Yes,
Should
definitely.
the fight be stopped on a cut
Yeah.
from now, because we passed round 6, then they would go to the scorecard, and whoever's ahead on points wins the fight at that stage of the fight.
Water.
Water. Tommy, take this guy out now. Take him out.
Well, this is clear instructions from Harold Volbert. Brian, he says, take this guy out. Just go take him out. But he's got to be very, very careful because Maderna is a big puncher himself. You only have to look at Tommy's face, that big cut, to know
It's
what
a
happened.
Close fight, Peter. It's anybody's fight right now. Maderna landing with good right hands. And Tommy could be in trouble if he loses this round and the fight does go to the scorecards.
But I'm not sure, Brian, why would the fight go to the scorecards?
Well, it's gone over 4 rounds.
Yes.
So if it's a punch, then Tommy would lose. Yeah.
It is a punch, you've said that. Andile Matika, we never saw him telling the judges that that was a headbutt. So that cut was from a punch.
That's
so
right. You're 100% right there, Peter.
So, yes. So if the fight was to be stopped, Tommy loses the fight.
That's it. Tommy would lose by TKO.
And that cut is not very looking good. And we can hear the voice there of Rodney Berman say, throw combinations. Even he's asking him to throw combinations now, because now everybody now is worried about Tommy. That cut doesn't look good. And should the doctor be called in and stop the fight, Tommy will lose his title.
Well,
And this is only round number 7.
That's precisely how it will go, Peter, because if it was an accident, if it was a headbutt and the referee saw the headbutt, it's a different story.
Yeah.
But there was no warning for that.
And that cut is looking very, very, very bad, Brian. We're worried about his eye, but as you say, he tends to cut easily from his eye, but that cut is not from his eye, it's from the bridge of his nose.
It's on the bridge of his nose, and
Yeah.
it's a bad cut.
And he's never been cut there before. It's the first time.
Never been cut there before, but he's using the jab well.
Now he has to be worried, Tommy, about that nose. It's beautiful left jab, right jab from Tommy.
Tommy Oosthuizen now needs to keep his hands up.
Maderna is looking to do more damage to that nose, Brian, and hope that
Yeah, that's a big problem for Tommy Oosthuizen now, is that nose, Peter, because it's a seriously bad cut, and it wasn't from a headbutt. If it was, the referee never picked it up. but I don't think it was. I think it was via the right hand. Via the right hand from Maderna.
Yeah, we saw those right hands landing on Tommy's face, Brian. And immediately after that, we saw the nose.
Oh, another close round.
It's a bad cut, Brian. You can see that. And Harold Fulbright is going to take all his experience, Brian. And this is how Maderna was doing more damage on that nose. Look at that right hand, right through the gloves of Tommy Oosthuizen. And he'll be told by his corner, work on that nose, throw more and more punches.
Without a doubt.
And force the referee to call in the doctor, and hopefully maybe the fight will be stopped and you win the fight. But then, if there's any man really who can do something about that cut, it is Harold Fulbright. Very, very experienced trainer. He should be able to stem the flow of blood from the nose.
Yeah, looks like Harold has done a good job so far on the nose already to stop the bleeding.
But as soon as a single punch lands, look at the nose now, and then he's getting more and more punches hit.
It's a tough one, Peter, because it's a bad place to cut. It really is. It doesn't often happen. He split his nose almost in two. And obviously, like you said, that's what Maderna is going to go for now.
Yeah.
He's got plenty of rounds to go for that nose. Tommy's going to have to go for the knockout.
He has to go for the knockout. He's already been told by his trainer, Harold Fulbright, that you have to stop to take him out. Take out this man. Otherwise, somewhere between now and the 12th round, the referee might be forced to call in the doctor to check that nose, and who knows, as I said,
and Peter,
might just be stopped.
Also, you know, the blood where it is coming from now from Tommy will go into his eyes, and it will go into your tear duct, and blood is thicker than the water.
Yeah.
As they say, it's a funny saying, but it's the truth. And that is why it's going to damage his eyes as well. He's going to battle to see if the blood goes into his eyes.
Yeah, terrible, bad situation really for Tommy.
Good work from Maderna.
He's punching with bad intentions, Brian. He really wants to mess up that nose. It's already bad, that nose. And every punch that lands, look at that, Brian. It's not looking good for Tommy.
Lefts and right hands from Maderna.
Yeah, that bleeding must be troubling him, Brian. Maderna just aiming for that nose. As you can see, Brian is completely forgotten about the body punches. He's really going for the face. He's going for that nose. And doing more and more damage.
Yeah, what he trainer in the corner there, Harold Fulbright.
Maderna is, look at that, Brian, is ready. You see, every punch that lands on that face, Brian, is doing more and more damage, and Tommy does not need that. Look at the blood now, it's really looking bad now.
It's very bad at this stage.
It's looking bad, Brian. I think it's a question of time before the doctor really is called in to come and have a look at that nose.
I'm surprised the doctor hasn't been called to have a look yet. That's very surprising.
Yeah, it's very surprising.
Because it's a really bad cut.
Judges again scoring this fight 3 sides. Stan Christodoulou from South Africa, Benoit Rossel from Canada, and Dave Paris from the UK. Actually, when I look at that right hand, boom, every right hand that lands, Brian, is just doing damage. Look, left hands now, and you can see Tommy's really frustrated coming through. He's trying to do everything. Look at that nose. It is not looking good at all. Harold Fulbright has got bring all his experience and do everything he can.
Marissa Oosthuizen tweets wishing that Tommy Gunn tasting blood or translating into him climbing into Maderna properly. Well, that's a good tweet because he needs to wake up. He needs to wake up now, Tommy, and make it happen.
Round number 9.
It's a good fight, and he's done well, Tommy, with that jab. Here we go. Here we go. The crowd are cheering Tommy Gunn on now.
So
Tommy.
Yeah, but the worry there, Brian, as you said, is that if that blood goes into the nose of, inside the nose of Tommy, it might just affect his eyesight. Beautiful left there from Tommy. He needs more and more of those.
Tommy could be behind you. It's Maderna's landing the cleaner punches.
Yeah, and then with that blood already flowing from the nose of Tommy, Maderna must be getting very confident, and it must really be affecting Tommy somehow, Brian.
Yeah, Harold Forbrack's done a good job in the corner there of stopping the bleeding, but Tommy's getting outboxed as well at the same time. It's not just about the cut on the nose.
Yeah, I wonder if that's really not, that bleeding is really affecting his performance. Brian is worried about it.
You know, we said from day one that Maderna's a good opponent. You know, he hasn't won 20 fights out of 21 for nothing, only that single loss to Edwin Rodriguez. So he's a top-rated fighter, and we knew that all along. So Tommy's got to have his A game here.
Yeah.
And
look at that right hand.
he's only got a few rounds left to get that A game back.
Tommy in the corner now. He's getting nailed, Brian. He's getting. And then Maderna is very, very clever boxer. He hits and then he holds.
Tommy's drawing Maderna in, and Maderna's doing the business.
He is doing the business of damaging that nose even further, Brian.
Yeah, you know, one's just waiting and hoping and looking for the old Tommy Oosthuizen, that old Tommy Gunn that used to bombard his opponents with punches and bang the body and hurt them, and it's not happening here tonight again.
Yeah, and he's open. I think really is the other troubling thing about Tommy is that now his defense is so porous, Brian. That is why he's managed to get his nose cut badly like that.
Yeah, well, you know, I've never believed in a fighter dropping his hands. You know, Tommy gets away with it because he's got great hand speed. Yeah, he's got good reflexes. He's got height. But it catches up to you. Nobody really gets away with dropping their hands in the fight game. And this fight could be going Maderna's way right now.
And this is why, look at the right hand coming in there, boom, landing right on the nose of Tommy. And that nose, as damaged as it is, Brian, it's not good for Tommy to be taking all those right hands from Maderna.
Well, that was a Maderna round. Well, we've got three rounds to go. And round 9 belonged to Maderna, so I'm not sure how the judges have this fight, but it's pretty close.
And coming up next, Hugo Tacelli will be challenging Heki Butler for the WBA interim and IBO strawweight world title. This one will be over 12 rounds. That's Heki there, warming up. Round number 10 at stake. The IBO Super Middleweight Championship of the World. The champion is Tommy Oosthuizen. His 7th title defense. He's up against the boxer who's only lost once in 21 fights. And Tommy has got to really deal with that bleeding nose. It's not looking good. And every punch that lands on that nose, really, the nose starts bleeding. There's so much blood now in the ring.
So Tommy's got now around 10, 11, and 12 to make up his mind if he wants to stay champion or not. He's got to win these 3 rounds basically to retain that title. Not looking good.
And he needs to be upping up his defense, Brian. I don't understand why really he's letting look at that left now.
Big left hook from Maderna.
And it is continuing to do damage, Brian.
Maderna's come to fight, and it's all Maderna here in round 10. Left hooks, right hooks. He's hurting Tommy Gunn.
And that bleeding is not helping Tommy.
Tommy lands a good right uppercut. Better hurt his man in the body. Come, Tommy Gunn.
He's hurt his man. The crowd seems to be thinking so.
He's hurt his man, Tommy. Great stuff from Oosthuizen.
But the question is, has he? As I said, the crowd seems to be thinking that he has.
Well, Maderna
Maderna is attacking very, very low, and the referee is warning him and said, don't touch that low. And
Maderna's trying to claim a low blow, but I didn't see a low blow. It was a body punch. And much better work from Oosthuizen. Oosthuizen's hurting his man in round 10. He's got to go now. He's got to work. Maderna is the one holding on.
Yeah, he's got about 45 seconds left in round number 10. Is Maderna hurt? There seems to be something wrong with Maderna. He's continuing to duck low, and the referee's warning him and says, stop ducking low.
Well, good work from Tommy. It looks like Maderna might have shot his bulk. You know, he came out guns blazing here in round 10, and he looks tired now. It's all Tommy Gunn. Much better work from Tommy. Great stuff from Oosthuizen to the body.
Watch your head.
It seems to be coming very strong. Maderna seems to be out of his breath now. He cannot wait to hear the end of this round.
Stop.
Well, of course, you know, Joburg is high altitude, and Maderna's coming from Argentina. Could the altitude be catching him as well? But a great round all the same for Tommy Gunn Oosthuizen, round 10. And just when we thought he may be losing the fight, we have a new fight in our hands with 2 rounds to go.
Maderna was really, really in trouble in round number 10. I think that big body punch, that left body punch, Brian, that caught him.
He doesn't like it to the body, Peter.
He didn't like it. As the crowd really shouts for Tommy to finish him off. Let's see what Tommy will be doing in round number 11. He has to go for broke, Brian. You said it, and this trainer, Harold Fulbright, has said it. Round number 11.
Yeah, he needs to go for broke, Peter. There's 6 minutes to go. And he could be, the fight could be pretty even. We don't know what the judges are calling, because Maderna's been in the fight all the way.
Maderna is been in the fight, better to say. But in the last round belonged to Tommy.
Yeah, without it, if Tommy was behind by a point, let's say, the last round evened it out. Or maybe he's slightly ahead on points. But there's only 6 minutes left and 2 rounds to go. And he must bang that body, because Maderna doesn't like the body.
6 minutes to go, everything to fight for. Maderna is continuing to really punch that nose. But we saw that he doesn't like it in the body, Brian. When Tommy caught him with that straight left to the body, he seemed to be in trouble.
Tommy must just come out and work as hard as he can now for the last 2 rounds. Just work for 6 minutes. That's all he's got to do. Well, it's 5 minutes now. And he will retain the title if he wins the next 5 minutes. But he's got to do that first.
Yeah, but now he's just getting hit unnecessarily. He tries right-left combination. But he's missing, Brian. He's missing. He needs to...
Yeah, he's missing, but Maderna's not retaliating, so it's still kind of Tommy's round.
But that nose, again, bleeding terribly.
Maderna, you can see, is tiring. But he's got to go forward now, not backwards. There's no time to play. He's not necessarily well ahead on points.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing, Brian. He should be going for broke. He hit his opponent in the last round. He almost stopped him.
Almost stopped him in round 10.
But now he's not. What is he doing now in this round?
Well, he's winning the round, Tommy. He just mustn't take his foot off the pedal now. He's kind of back in the fight in a big way.
Seconds.
Oh, he misses
left.
with a big left hook.
Another big
Maderna
right.
lands with a left hook.
With the right. And another one.
Another right hand from Maderna.
And press. And spin.
So 20 seconds to go.
Very, very close round. Tommy's missing now.
Close round. I would go with Tommy winning this penultimate round. He's landed a lot of clean jabs. Maderna's landed 2 or 3 good right hands in the last minute, but I don't think it's enough to win the round. I'd give that round to Thomas Oosthuizen.
Yeah, it's very, very close, right? It's a very, very close fight. Everything's gonna come down to the last round.
Well, there we see that nose. Sorry, Peter, Harold Fulbrand's done a sterling job on that nose. I mean, that got cut about round 4 or 5. So he's done a fantastic job. We were worried the fight was going to be stopped. Obviously now it will definitely, if there's no knockout, it will go to a points decision.
¿Qué me venís a decir que no lo puedo enganchar? Tira 3 piñas. Tirale por todos lados. Jugátela, boludo. Jugate la vida, que es el título del mundo. Jugate la vida.
Alberto Zacharias is going wild. And why not? It's round 12. You see the beautiful ring goes at Empress Palace, showing it's the 12th and final round of this IBO Super Middleweight World Title fight. Can Thomas Tommy Gunn Oosthuizen retain his title with 3 minutes to go? It's a close fight. I've got him slightly ahead on points.
He has to win this round also, Brian, just to play it safe, because there's 3 judges and we don't know how they've been scoring this fight. So we cannot just assume that Tommy is leading. So
Yeah,
he's going to come out and work and work and work and win this round.
Yeah, close fight, Pete. But it's, yeah, he needs this round. Well, I don't know if he needs to win the round convincingly on the judges, but he can't give it away. Good work. Oh, there's that body punch.
But Maderna, Brian, is still very, very dangerous, Brian, against... look at that big right hand from Maderna.
Big right hand from Maderna, showing all the experience in the world.
A former Olympian, and all this experience that is beginning to show.
A man that's only lost once to Edwin Rodriguez, who's 22-0. Brilliant stuff. It'll turn out to be a good world title fight, this.
Oh, it's a great, great fight. Absolutely, Brian.
Great for boxing, great matchmaking. Well done, Rodney Berman and Golden Gloves.
Break out.
And of course, Empress Palace, where the event is happening, your Mecca of boxing. And Super Sport, your world of champions, bringing you the best fights in the world.
Very nice. The fight of your life, Super Sport.
Oh, great left uppercut from Thomas Oosthuizen. He must finish strong now. He's got 1 minute left. Come on, Tommy, 1 minute to go and you can retain that title. You can hear the South African crowd going mad here, Peter.
Under a minute or so, told me. But now look, now it's that right at 2 of them, 3. Oh, Maderna is coming back strong now, Brian. I think he sense that he's losing this fight. He's coming back strong. What a fight this has been, Brian. What a fight.
Yeah, it's been a good fight. And this is exactly what the crowd have come to see. This is what boxing is all about. Two good fighters competing and a good world champion. Hopefully retaining that title. I believe he's done enough to retain it. He showed big character, big heart.
Yeah, but I can tell you,
And it's
Brian,
what the South African people want to see.
I can tell you it was not easy, Brian. I can tell you it has been a tough fight. As we wait at the bell now to go, another big right hand there as the bell ends this IBO Super Middleweight Championship of the world. Alberto Zakario lifting his boxer.
I believe Tommy's won the fight. Close fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecards. Before we do, though, I think a nice big round of applause for Ezequiel Maderna, Tommy Oosthuizen. Ladies and gentlemen, this IBO Super Middleweight World Title fight went the distance of 12 rounds, and our three judges scored it as follows. Judge Stan Christodoulou from South Africa scored it 116-112. Judge Dave Paris from England scored it a draw at 114 apiece. And Judge Benoit Roussel from Canada scored it 117-111 in favor of the winner, still undefeated at 22-0, and still the IBO Super Middleweight Champion of the World, Tommy Gunn Oosthuizen.
Tommy Oosthuizen retains his IBO Super Middleweight Championship of the world by a majority decision.